How's it going, ladies and gents? Hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you guys are at. This is very unorthodox of me. Typically, I never do this, but this time around, I'm not waiting for it. I'm just gonna take and do it. And well, now I'm actually gonna make it known. It's that time to start doing a case build. Um, that being said, this is the Lee and Lee V3000 Plus. And yeah, pretty much this is where I'm at already. I've started to mock it up a bit. No, that motherboard's not being used. This is all just to get mocked up. I got a bunch of parts coming in the mail, which is waiting on everything but getting a general idea because I still gotta start modding the case yet. And yes, you are seeing that correctly. Your eyes aren't playing tricks with you. That motherboard is sideways because I'm gonna do a sideways build. Radiator wise, I already know what I'm doing. And yes, you see that those are three 30 millimeters stacked, which those all three of those combined is 80 millimeters. So needless to say, what I'm going to be doing is on the top, I'm going to do all alpha cool radiators throughout the whole system. These are Black Ice Nemesis, this one and the front one, but what I'm going to do is on the top is going to be 80 millimeter 480 alpha cool. The front is going to be 480 again, but it's going to be a 60, which I actually just ordered that about 20 minutes ago. And the bottom is going to be another 80 millimeter 480. What I'm actually going to take and do with this build is I'm actually going to take and do dual hidden loops. Going to be changing out my reservoirs from what I used in my 1000D. I'm going to be changing those completely right now. I'm actually going to be using Iceman reservoirs. I kind of got an idea though how I want to do those, just to go even farther with those. I'm going to do two reservoirs here that have them do pass-throughs through the bottom plate here and go down to the bottom to two more down here and have the D5 pumps, which I'm going to be ordering brand new D5 pumps that come up to the motherboard, CPU, etc., etc. And pretty much, long story short, all this is going in here. So that's pretty much how it's going to go. And everything you see here, motherboard, CPU, water blocks, everything, that's all going into here. Yes, I'm going to be sticking out the 3080 Ti. I'm going to be sitting back on that until the 5090 comes out. Then I'm going to be grabbing the 5090 with the Optimus water block. That's where my sights are set on right now. Which that 3080 Ti will keep me through no problem whatsoever till the 5090 with ease. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. And the cooling alone, I still got to do a lot of modding to the case yet. I haven't even started doing that. I'm just starting to mock things up to get a general idea of what's gonna happen, what's going on. But cooling alone, I'm gonna be into this about $1,000 roughly. I got some nice little toys coming in the mail that I'm gonna be modding the case with, because what I'm overall gonna do is I'm gonna break up this black with chrome. So I haven't figured out yet what I'm gonna chrome yet. So there's a little something that I've never seen done before. I'm actually thinking about doing it when I get all my radiators in the mail. Chroming the radiators. Think of that one. Where have you ever seen that done? Not saying it's never been done, but where have you ever really seen that? Thinking about, I'm more than likely gonna do that to one radiator, see how it goes, and if I like it, do it to them all. Also thinking about taking and doing this back panel here, since the whole thing comes out, doing this like chrome, and then doing these back pieces here chrome. Because I mean that's really what I'm going for, like black and chrome. Although yes, the theme is stealth bomber. Black and chrome, come on, it's a sexy combination. You can't get by it. And I'm also planning on taking and put some white LEDs in here to make everything pop all the more. And something I've always wanted to do, which I've never done it before, I'm going to do it this time around, is on the back side of the motherboard, I'm going to put LEDs. So when it's lit up, it's like the motherboard is floating, which, I mean, realistically it is, but it's just going to have like underglow. The best way I could describe it is think of like underglow on a car. I'm going to do that with the motherboard. And that's also another reason why I wanted to do a little bit of chrome inside the case itself is because it's just going to make it pop all the more. It's going to be like in your face blah. And that's also another reason why I want to do the chrome, is because on the Apex Maximus Encore, it's got chrome on the motherboard, so it all goes with the flow. And then you also got my water block, my S-Pen water block, it's chrome. And then same thing with my RAM water block, it's chrome. So I mean, it goes, it fits. And all my 90-degree fittings I'm going to be using they're going to be chromed. My pass-throughs, they're going to be black because it's got to have flow. It can't just be all one solid thing, it has to have flow. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Almost 6 minutes in. But I just want to show you, this is the mock-up I got going. The top is going to be an 80mm 480 alpha cool. Front is going to be a 60 480 alpha cool. Bottom is going to be another 80mm 480 alpha cool. Backside, I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. Something's going to be done there, I just don't know yet. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Yes, I am out of breath. The case was light till I started adding the stuff to it. Already it's getting heavy, but it is what it is. I do like the case more than I like the 1000D, for the simple fact that this case gives way more options than the 1000D does. Yeah, so I mean, do I need the cooling that I'm going after? No, I don't need close to half of it. It's the simple fact of, in a case like this, you don't go small. You either go big or go home. And yeah, that's pretty much that. And yeah, we're going to go big. We're going to go as bling as possible. I'm not going to go crazy with the RGB, but we're going to go big. We're going to go big as possible. And I'm going to try to do as many things outside of the norm that I possibly can think of. And for those who may be wondering, no, I'm not going to do hardline. For the simple fact of the matter, I'm always changing things up. This build will be no different when it's done. I'll probably last on it for about a month, and I'll be changing things up. I used to do hardline. It's all I used to run. The reason why I'm not doing hardline, it's more hype than it's worth in my case, because I'll be switching it out so much. I'm going to be spending so much money on hardline. It's so much better for me just to do soft tubing. Cheaper, easier to switch things around. And unless you do glass hardline, no matter what you get, PETG, etc., they all get cloudy after a while. The only way you can get hardline where it's not cloudy is if you do glass. And can I do glass? Yes. Do I want to? No. Why? Again, because I'm always changing things up. In my case, going soft tubing is a benefit. Now, if somebody else is doing a build like this and they do hardline, and they knew they were going to be sitting back on the rig for about 6 months to a year to a couple of years, hardline it out. I'll tell you straightforward, if I knew for a fact I was going to sit back on this build for about a year or so, I would hardline it myself, because then at that point in time, it's worth it to me. I'm going to get my value out of it. But with the way I change things up, if I do hardline, I'm never going to get the value out of it, because it'll probably go 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll wind up ripping the hardline out, changing the loop around, etc., etc. It gets way too expensive. Back when I was doing hardline, I was changing hardline around so much, buying a new hardline to keep a stock of it. I probably went through $1,000 in hardline in a month. It gets very insanely expensive. But yeah, almost 9 minutes in. That's pretty much it. You guys know where things are at now. I'm mocking things up. I got a bunch of parts coming in the mail, and that's pretty much all I can do. I can't really do anything. That's the kicker about. Not being one of those YouTubers where I'm sponsored and I get parts given to me, etc., etc. Everything that you see being done is coming out of my pocket. Getting no parts given to me, getting no donations, no nothing. This stuff takes time. I can't just order everything at once. Bills come first, real life comes first, then the toys happen. If you want to play, you gotta pay. That's how life works. So with that being said, hopefully everybody has a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever it is you're at. I'm out. Bye.